like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
This segment is sponsored by Debonair Cigars. Visit StogieGeeks.com/Debonair for a list of retailers who carry Debonair. Buy some today and get a little more Debonair. Welcome back, everyone, to the Stogie Geek Show. This is the Debonair Ideal segment for this evening. Myself and Mr. Will Cooper are going to talk about luxury lighters. And Will, I've got luxury lighters like you have never seen before, my friend. I've got some that you have seen before that you're probably really excited about.
But they're not in the studio, right? I mean, did anyone actually cough up a couple of these to put as a prop or something?
No, because they're expensive. I think the cheapest one we're going to talk about is, let's see. Let's start with the cheapest one. It is the cheapest one is kind of interesting, Will. This is a luxury watch-shaped cigar lighter. So this is like a watch. I don't even know if it's functioning for the price.
This is cool.
It's really cool because like you don't always want to carry a watch, right? But you always want to carry a lighter, so you can carry a watch lighter. And these are beautiful silver and gold, and there's a picture of them up on the video screen now. These look like really high-end and super luxury, right, Will?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty slick.
They're $10.99 a piece.
You can't go wrong, even if it's, I don't know how...
You could look like you're like a high roller luxury kind of like, hey, check out my lighter. It's got a little like high-end luxury watch on it, and you paid like $11 for it, right?
And, yeah, exactly. I've bought I bought more expensive lighters that, don't look half as nice as this. And
yeah.
if these work as well, that's great.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so maybe this is your throwaway lighter. I don't recognize some of the watch brands on here. Owen, is that a watch brand? I have to ask my watch friend.
Yeah, I can't tell. I mean, they look. I guess what they are. If folks are looking at the screen, they look like they're meant to look like a luxury watch. It's meant to look like luxury at a $11 price point.
Yeah. I'll have to ask my watch guy what he thinks of this. It'd be pretty interesting. Maybe he knows of an actual watch lighter that is a luxury watch. Yep. The next one up from that I want to talk about is the DuPont Defy Extreme. How do you say that, Will? You've seen these lighters before. I think you said you wanted one of these lighters.
I've seen it. I can't tell you how it's pronounced. Yeah, these. So these, what's funny is the DuPonts. I've had a love-hate relationship with the DuPonts. They're great lighters. Don't get me wrong. My first one I had, though, it was really more of a cigarette lighter, and it just didn't work for me because it wasn't meant for cigars. So I bought the wrong one.
Yeah, some of the DuPont high-end lighters, it's a great point, Will, are a soft flame, which a soft flame has its places when lighting a cigar sometimes, but certainly in the car, sometimes a soft flame is nice. But if you want a nice butane, clean, burning torch, this is probably your entry level into the DuPont at $285 a piece. They're shock-proof, lightweight, capable of working at high altitudes in case you want to climb a mountain and have a cigar in celebration. They are your go-everywhere lighter. They're built like a tank, so they're a luxury item, but they're very functional at the same time, which is why I like them. Because, I tend to throw them in my pocket, throw them in my bag kind of thing if you're going to have something you're going to carry on you. So I've never used one of these lighters. Certainly at $300 would be a luxury item for me. They're super nice looking. And I would recommend them kind of sight unseen just based on the name that DuPont has.
The only thing with a DuPont lighter is you need to put the DuPont butane, from what I understand, in those things.
And they do have that on that website, Will, which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little more... I've been told that not to put the non-DuPont stay away from the non-DuPont with those for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
The other DuPont I had on there was a $400 lighter, and this is the soft flame variety. This is a line 8 black matte lighter, and this one's 400, but it is a soft flame. And they said it's a double cigar flame, but the picture is actually a soft flame. So be careful when you're buying your DuPont lighters. I mean, I would think you'd want one that's a torch.
Yeah, you see, but the one I had, like I said, it was, even though it was soft, I got it basically, long story, in New York at a legitimate place that was going out of business, and they were really clearing them out. And I still spent like $100 and change on it, which was a good deal. It just wasn't. I knew it was a cigarette lighter getting it.
Yeah.
So
There's
it's a
the
smaller
line.
flame.
The line. We have a picture of the line 8. That's what it looks like. It's a black matte finish.
It's very
right there.
sleek. Very
yeah, it's sleek looking lighter. I'm sure it's very well made and everything. That's $396 where I found it online. Contemporary conversion of the classic flint lighter is what this one is. So that it is a flint, so you do have to replace those, right? Those are a serviceable item on your lighter. So
Yep.
I never liked that. I had a Cohiba branded lighter that had the flint, and then when the flint runs out, I just never bother finding the flint. So
That's the problem with those. Yep.
absolutely. So let's see. Let's talk about Dunhill. Have you ever used any of the Dunhill?
I've seen them, but I have not used them. This is an interesting
There's
one.
one of them that's a Dunhill Sports Turbo Collection. Looks like a tabletop lighter. It's $379. Looks like a serious piece of machinery, dude. It's all silver, and it looks very much like a tabletop lighter. It kind of looks like an engine turbine on the top of it. It's kind of an interesting one from Dunhill. It makes a lot of luxury items, including pens and things like that, and they also make some lighters. They also have an 18 karat gold one or something like that. This is their Barley Regalis lighter.
That's a beautiful lighter.
It's beautiful gold-plated brass with the Dunhill logo. I want to say it's around $400 to $500, so we're starting to get up there in price range.
Yeah.
But this is the nicest one that I think we've looked at so far. It is a beautiful gold color, and
Very compact.
it looks small. Yeah, I don't know if it's a torch or not. Sometimes it's hard to find a lot of. There we have a picture of. If you guys want to take a look at that in the video. I mean, this is a beautiful looking lighter. This is very classy. The problem is, I would not carry this in my pocket with like other kinds of change or anything like that. This is something that you're wearing a suit, you put it in your suit pocket, your breast pocket of your suit kind of thing. But that's a really cool looking lighter. This one's a pretty popular one. You can find lots of pictures on it online as well. And Dunhill makes some pretty good stuff.
Yep, they make some good cigars too.
Is that so? I was going to ask you, is that the same company?
It's the same company, but I think from what the brand's distributed by General, but I don't think I could be wrong. I don't think they distribute the accessories.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yep, but it's the same company. Yeah, Alfred Dunhill.
Gotcha. So now we want to go to.
This thing is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. This lighter. This is a line 2 from DuPont, and this is the most expensive lighter I've ever seen. It is a line 2 champagne lighter. It has 18 karat white gold on the case and 468 brilliant cut diamonds. This lighter retails for $79,000. You said you heard. You don't mishear me. It's $79,000. I mean, that's more than most of us pay for our cars, and obviously those cars that cost a lot more than that. But what do you want to own? An $80,000 car or an $80,000 lighter? I don't know. Maybe you just have so much disposable income, Will, you have an $80,000 car, and you buy an $80,000 lighter to go with it. I didn't know they made a lighter that cost that much money.
It's 468 diamonds. With 18 karat white gold. I'd lose this thing in a heartbeat.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd leave this somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, that's just. I mean, as far as luxury items go, I mean, this is a real top of the line, high end luxury item.
Yeah. No, that's a.
Not
That's a-
not anything we use here in the Stogie Geek studio. I've got my
Who in the cigar? I'm trying to think if there's a cigar celebrity that I'm thinking maybe who'd walk around with one of those.
maybe. I don't know.
No,
That's just I just can't believe they make a lighter that cost $80,000, dude.
I know. I was looking at. Yeah, when I was looking at some of those Padron DuPonts, and they were getting close.
Yeah, no, it's interesting you say that, Will. So there are Opus X branded lighters and cutter sets that are pretty expensive, a few $100s for those. Padron does have a line. Cohiba has one that they market as a luxury lighter, but it only costs like $80. I say it only costs $80. $80 is still a lot of money for a lighter, right? Considering what you can buy. I mean, we've got some of these lighters here in the studio. These are $50 or less, and they work just fine to light my cigar. So, yeah. Well,
I just saw Davidoff with the Escurio line. They're releasing some accessories, and they have a jet flame lighter for $100, and it's got that. It's a black lighter with that green Escurio logo on it, and it was like $100, and it looked like a really good lighter for that price. I may actually. I don't know. It's something I wouldn't mind having. It was just a really nice looking lighter.
Well, you know what works too, as far as lighters go. When we talk about all these luxury items, and it is. I mean, you should have a nice lighter. Yeah,
Not a $79,000 one, but yes.
You don't have to spend $80,000. You can spend $50 on a lighter, and you're going to get a pretty nice lighter. You can also spend. I want to say those little ones with the clear bottom on them that Lotus makes. It's a triple flame. They retail for like $12 or $15 or something like that. Dude, those are fine. I keep one in my car. I mean, that's, and they work great.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we'll do more segments on regular lighters. I think we probably have done some segments on regular lighters. This was more about the really high-end expensive. DuPont is the one you'll hear the most. Dunhill is yet another one. As far as the one, I mean, there are some in this luxury class that, most of us are probably never going to own the lighters that cost, above $1,000 for a lighter. But I like that $300 DuPont. If I was going to spend a lot of money on a luxury lighter, that would probably be the one that I would choose.
Yeah, it's a nice lighter. That is very nice for that price.
Very cool. Yeah, so we're working on actually a series, not so much for the hardcore Stogie geeks that are listening to this show, but some of the feedback as we get, it's like, well, I just want the basics, and we're working on a Stogie Geeks 101. So we're talking about how to cut a cigar, how to light a cigar kind of thing, and I'm getting ready to record the how to light a cigar segment. And it's interesting because I like to show people how not to. So some of the things you shouldn't use to cut or light your cigar, and then talk about the proper things. And that's where I cover some more of the basics, that we may have talked about briefly on the show. But I go into a little more detail about more practical ways of people getting into cigars. So.
Yeah, the cutting, you did a great. I know you already recorded the cutting when I saw it. It was a great job. Some really good content and for everybody. Entertaining too. I'll say that you did a fantastic job laying that out. Yeah.
Yeah, these are ones that you can send to your friends and family that you want to smoke cigars with, and I think they'll really latch on to that content because most people are like, I don't know how to cut it, and they have a reference. I think it really helps them. So.
Yep.
Certainly, they're not ready to jump into that $80,000 lighter.
No.
It's still not the most expensive item we've talked about in the kind of luxury series that we've been doing here. The humidor that came inside the Bentley was the most expensive so far. I don't know if I could top that, dude. It was like a $300,000 car.
No, but if someone could put a humidor in my car,
yeah,
I'm very interested in this.
Yes,
in my center console, if someone can do it, I'd be very interested in having that.
It'd be an interesting service to provide to people.
Yeah. If someone's looking for an idea, I'm giving you one here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's our Debonair Ideal segment for this evening. Stay tuned. We'll come right back. We're going to talk about Stogies of the Week. I'm really excited about this. I smoked some really interesting cigars. Well, I don't know if you see my list.
I can't wait for the Chuck Norris one. I know which one it is, and I'm not disagreeing with you, by the way. So
excellent. Yep. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.